And a pickoff throw to third. A dive, but he's back. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he makes the catch for the second out. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Catcher, Ali.
Boy, this was just a little too close for comfort here. You can see him lining it up out there in center field and then just letting it fly for home plate. But the throw is going to be just a little too late as the run will score on the sacrifice fly.
In now, Chubby Ali. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Not close, it's 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
3 runs already home here. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. LA's on top, 5-0. Hunter Pence is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, catcher, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Now batting.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. That's by him for strike 1. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams. And he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
High and deep to straightaway right. Brown racing back at the track. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Antonio Moose is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
This has got to be a bit of a concern. I mean, he wasn't too sharp his last time out. He's not fooling anybody right now. Just not pitching at a level he's capable of. And that's the bottom line.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Chris Heston is couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Coco Brown will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Liner toward right center. Blanco is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's hit right on the screws. But hey, better to give up a line drive out than a seeing eye single.
Into the box, Big Daddy Kelly, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners on first with one down. Hit hard toward the right side. And this is past Belt on down the line, a fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Standing in now, Jackie Robinson. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Pagan. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Obviously, this is one of the benefits of having a guy like this in the leadoff spot. He's still going to get his chances with runners on base, and he comes through here with a long home run.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Stepping in now, Kiki Bones.
Kiki Bones.
As he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, he's got a lot of people excited. A day player, he has a chance to be an impact player for years to come, and The early results, they look good as he hammered that one for a solid double.
In now, Rusty Red. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are two away.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Into the box now, Rico Black. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Brooks Robinson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Drilled right back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Angel Pagan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Hit in the air out to center field. Red sprinting after it, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Gregor Blanco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Orlando Cepeda will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Hot shot on the ground to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Joe Penn digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. On the ground towards second. Reined in. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More. Scott Feldman is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. J.J. Watts will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time.
J.J. Watts.
Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Standing in now, Chubby Ali. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Feldman pauses. 1-0 on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. Make it 9-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
Into the box, Antonio Moose pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pence. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Coco Brown will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Hit hard to short. There is Crawford. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Big Daddy Kelly steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Cut fastball taken for strike one.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Giants nothing. Hunter Pence will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Penny. Behind here, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And this is cut on and missed by Pence as he set down on strikes for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Buster Posey will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Brandon Belt will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bones giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Brandon Crawford will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
A runner on first with 2 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Set to deal on 2-2. Still 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And even though that run's out full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Jackie Robinson will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen, as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Feldman sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Panic's got it, and he's set down 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding into the box, Kiki Bones. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. This is in the air out to left field. Pagan has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Digging in now, Rusty Red. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Pagan is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Back here at Dodger Stadium. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1-1, here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Swing, and a ball lined hard towards short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Angel Pagan will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle. Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bones has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Gregor Blanco is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Rico Black will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Feldman steps into his windup, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Swing and a shot back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, that's a good job right there of reaching base to kick off the inning. He retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple of innings.
Stepping in, J.J. Watts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
Just keeping him close. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
This is one of those situations where those unwritten rules of baseball come into play. You've got a big lead. It's late in the ball game. This is where you really need to put the brakes on the running game.
The 0-1. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is high. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And I think you're going to start seeing some raised eyebrows over in that opposing dugout. When you've got a big lead like this, you've got to just stay where you are. Stealing third? That's just a no-no.
Swinging a soft liner in there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Chubby Ali gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Pagan will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. Antonio Moose steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Neil Alderati will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Alderati.
Drilled on the ground to short. There's one on to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Giants nothing. Neil Alderati will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Number 42, Neil Alderati.
Matt Duffy is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Matt Duffy.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Joe Panik will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Steve Conrad will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Joe Panik will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
1 out, nobody on. This is line to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Well, the Dodgers have enjoyed the upper hand so far against the rival Giants as you get a look at our line score through the first 7 innings from Dodger Stadium. Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 11-0. George Cantos will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Coco Brown leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. Yasiel Puig is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Hit hard to the right side. Backhanded. And taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Steve Conrad.
Steve Conrad will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And he'll step out and ask for time, maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Franz Borowitz will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Franz Borowitz.
Line drive to center field, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First things first, here's a throw over. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Yasiel Puig will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 42.
Franz Borowitz will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Franz Borowitz.
Buster Posey will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the night, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Pee-wee James is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Pee-wee James.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Ground ball left side. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Now in the box, Brandon Belt. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting,
Brandon Crawford stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Brooks Robinson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Smoked on the ground left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Angel Pagan will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Here it comes, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Watts takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big 2nd out. And now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
Here's the lefty, Gregor Blanco, now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there. And the run is in to score from second.
now batting,
Will Clark will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Francisco, number 42, Will Clark.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this is swung on and missed for strike 2. And now the Giants are down to their final strike. To short. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a nice win here for these guys. And now I think, EK, you better hurry up and get to a computer so you can get your taxes in by midnight.
Player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the show.